Okay, I've been asked quite a few times how I make my Yorkshire pudding, so here's a demonstration. First of all, get yourself a clear glass and tip in how many eggs you want. That can be 1, 6, and it doesn't really matter, it just depends on how many Yorkshire puddings you want to make and how big. There's 2 of us, so I've probably used, 2's probably enough, in fact it's more than enough, 1's not quite enough. But tip the eggs into the glass, like I say, it doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 6 or whatever, but the important thing is then, if you look there, oh, can't see my finger, I've made a mark on the glass, because obviously the size of the eggs makes a difference. Mark to the level of your eggs, and then all you do then is tip them in the mixing bowl, and not your spicy and coke that's behind it. And then next thing you do is pour your flour in up to the same level. Give it a shake round. And although it's up the side of the glass a little bit, it is actually the same level. And that's just general all-purpose enriched flour, it's nothing fancy, don't use self-raising flour. Again, tip it in the mixing jug. Now put the flour in first before the milk, because the milk will get rid of the, just got the mark round again, and then tip your milk in up to the same mark. Okay, so that way it's the same, and then just swirl it around a little bit just to get the flour off. Again, tip it in your mixture. So basically, you're using the same amount of eggs, milk and flour, and that's always the same ratio no matter how many Yorkshire puddings you're making. Next thing I'm going to add is just a little bit of standard salt and a little bit of malt vinegar. While you're doing this, your oven needs to be on 420, not like that one is, but I'm making these in advance, but put your oven on 420, let it heat up, and also put your Yorkshire pudding pan in, or this is just muffin tins. I'm just going to use 2 because they'll be plenty big enough. Spray, before you put them in, spray with palm oil or whatever, just to line the trays you're going to use for your Yorkshire puddings. It can be cooking oil, but just wipe around with your finger and just to make sure the sides and the bottom are covered. That's all you need, just to line it, nothing much more than that. Put that in your oven at 420, and then just let it heat up, and it needs to be absolutely boiling hot. Boiling hot before you take it out of the oven. And then all you do is mix all that up. Like I say, put a dash of salt and vinegar in, and mix it up to a liquid. Once the pan's come out, you place it back in the oven, pour a little bit of mixture in, up to about halfway. Don't fill it all the way to the top. Don't put it just so it's on the bottom. It needs to be about halfway up the tin, in the ones you've oiled, obviously. Then put it in the oven at 420, shut the door, do not open that oven again for 25 minutes. 25 minutes is usually perfect, and again, it doesn't matter whether you're making 6, 100, how big they are, it's always 420 for 25 minutes. I will take a picture of the Yorkshires when I've finished, and you better see what they look like. Best of luck.